we've arrived at the final phase. The winner of this match will take the final spot among the victors. Give it up for a long-time contender and first-time finalist.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
The pilgrimage is not merely a trial to determine the strongest among us, but also a stage upon which to showcase your individual growth.
The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage. I'm still not sure why our YUP chose me of all people.
It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little.
Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. I really want to win this time and become a true warrior!
But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. The Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
Going there, the Night Kingdom?
Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again.
You heard something from here, didn't you?
Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made.
You'll die if you try to make your way forward. Why don't you just give up?
You want to know why I won't give up?
I should have died 5 years ago. Take me as your next sacrifice!
Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
We'll never make it!
That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power.
We shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
What use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan.
People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
都将会迎来概率 up， 然后卡奇娜呢，它也会出现在第1阶段的2个活动起源当中，并且提升获取概率。而在卡池的下半期呢，将会迎来基尼奇和雷电将军的概率 up。
哎，旅行者们可千万不要错过哦！此外呢，全新5星双手剑山王长牙和5星法器冲浪时光也将出现在武器活动起源中。同时，纳塔地区也新增了5把可锻造武器，旅行者们可以前往纳塔的铁匠铺，寻找阿龙进行兑换。
This must be your first time in Natlan. Chief says Natlan's a little different from other nations because we live in separate tribes rather than having one main city. But every time the pilgrimage rolls around, all 6 tribes gather at the stadium to compete and find the strongest warriors. See those people with the Tapetlosaurs? They're from my tribe. I come from the Children of Echoes. We're known for our mining skills. The Tapelosaurs are our friends and co-workers too. They help us find the prettiest ores and gems. And that means my tribe has all the best jewelers. When we find a really special gemstone, we use it to decorate our weapons or jewelry. Oh, also, if you have time, you should come watch one of our dance-offs. They're super fun. Anyway, the other contestants we just saw are from the people of the Springs.
That's right. We live alongside the Kaholosaurus. Our tribe is a really awesome vacation spot. Oh, sorry. Got lost in the music for a sec. The people of my tribe love getting together to go fishing, listen to music, and relax. Beyond that, our favorite thing is bathing in the hot springs. The Kaholosaurs like it too. That's why we're such good pals. But make sure you give them some space when it gets busy. And if a grumpy Kaholosaur bites you, do not bite them back. A lot of places in Natland are covered in lava. If you plan to go exploring, I recommend picking a guide from my tribe. For deliveries, look no further than the Scions of the Canopy.
We've got a lot of messengers. Everything from letters to packages. Being quick on our feet is one of our strengths. There's also our hunters, who take on a wide range of commissions.
Ha! Look! Those idiots have a bigger death wish than you!
Extreme sports are popular in my tribe. Don't worry, the Yunkasaurs will protect them. This region is inhospitable. Young people from my tribe come here because they like a challenge. Next up, there's...
Wait. Look! The competition's starting!
Next time, then.
Who's gonna come out on top this time? I can't wait to find out!
这次我们也为旅行者们准备了很多丰富多彩的活动，比如纳塔探索的导览，还有前往提瓦特各处打卡的旅行回顾。完成其中一个活动，
还有对，我们也会在这个版本去重置大家的首充双倍福利。我们都会向已经解锁了祈愿系统的所有旅行者提供一次免费获取奔行世间祈愿包含的任意一名5星角色的机会。
Hello, travelers, and welcome to That Talks. I'm Zach Aguilar, voice of Ether, co-hosting with my friend and voice of Albedo, Koi Dao.
Huh, friend, huh?
The best friends.
Like that one time you played Wind Trace without me?
Hey, everyone! Genshin Impact invited us to be part of the 4th anniversary celebration this year. 4 years. That's crazy. I can't believe it's been so long. These past 4 years, I've had the pleasure of delivering some epic grunt sounds as Ether, voicing emotional dialogue in the Archon quests, and working on the special programs. So many great memories have been made not only working on the game, but also playing it. What do you think, Koi?
Oh my gosh, 4 years. Wow. You know, I turned 4 years old once. It was awesome. Back then, I never thought I'd get to voice such a cool and intelligent character in an exciting game like Genshin Impact. We know that many of our fellow castmates have had some fun, sometimes truly unbelievable experiences over the past 4 years. So let's bring in a few special guests to, as Albedo might say, turn the unknown into the known.
Let's do it.
Let's go!
Happy 4-year anniversary, everyone! I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice of Nahida, and I know what you're thinking. A lot of people are like, wow, you sound so different from Nahida. One time during a rare live stream for me, someone in the chat told me to prove that I was actually the voice of Nahida. So both online and in person at conventions, I get a handful of people who seem to be very surprised that that voice comes out of my body. What can I say? It's just what I sound like. I usually whip out a "everyone hold hands" to prove I'm not lying.
Yeah, that's super relatable. Like, I usually just scream Windblade at people to prove that it's me. Or make a huh sound.
Or even just in your private moments.
Yeah.
I've heard you scream it.
Exactly. I turn to my right side and I scream, Windblade! It helps scare away the demons.
That's weird. You're a weird guy.
Anyways, here's more guests.
I'm so lucky that I get to see a lot of Genshin Impact fans and cosplayers, especially the Raiden Shogun cosplayers, at conventions all over the world. And it's so cute when fans come up to my table and realize that I don't usually sound like her. So someone will come up and say, "Oh, are you the voice of Raiden Shogun?" "Oh yeah, that's me." "Can you do a line?" And I'll be like, "Inazuma shines eternal." And watching their eyes light up always makes me smile. Genshin Impact fans are so passionate, and I love you guys.
I personally have a lot to celebrate. When Genshin Impact dropped, almost immediately, my life began to change in a measurable way. I began to meet more and more people, online, at conventions, and honestly, in my daily life, who are so passionate about this game. And I've learned that I love to sneak up on Genshin Impact cosplayers, and then when I'm right behind them, say something like, "This is an age of gods and monsters. I wish not for dominion, yet I cannot watch the common folk suffer." I mean, the reactions are genuinely priceless. And I frequently hear from people online that that was one of the highlights of their con. I meet people that are so excited about this game that they literally tear up. I mean, honestly, how lucky am I to be a part of something like that?
Aw, that's so sweet. Wow. And that is such a funny thing to do at conventions. Can you imagine sneaking up on people and suddenly speaking in voice? Except I just get really shy.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Okay, first off, I want to give a big thank you to the team at Genshin Impact for letting me play the most beautiful man I have ever seen. Seriously, Neuvillette is a prized character of mine, one I'm just so excited to play and dig into for years to come. While he does have a range of subtle emotional beats and some true cathartic twists, nothing about him can possibly compare to the elephant seal in the room. The month of Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal changed my life forever. Who could possibly have seen that coming? Genshin Impact fans are so polite whenever I meet them. They never ask me to say it, but of course I always do. And their gratitude about, "He said the thing," is always a palpable delight. All right, let's do it. Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Thank you.
He said the thing! He said the thing!
He did say the thing. You say the thing.
Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Yippee!
Yippee! So who's the most beautiful man you've ever seen, Zach? There's a correct answer.
When I looked into your eyes, Koi.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
I knew that the most beautiful man I ever saw was the reflection in your eyes, me!
I knew it. I knew it. I knew that's where it was going.
Hair flip.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. And what an awesome 4 years of Genshin Impact.
So much happened. Yeah. We've got some surprises in store, so stay tuned for other Teyvat Talks.
Teyvat Talks.
Stay tuned, all right?
Welcome to Teyvat Talks. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the English voice of Lumine, and joining me are my lovely co-hosts, Crystal and Jenny.
Yay! Hi everybody, Crystal Lee here. I voice Clarande, the legendary champion duelist herself. Pew pew pew.
Hello, it is me. I have returned. It is Jenny Okobori. I am the voice of Yoimiya. And I hope this anniversary sparks joy with all of you out there.
I see what you did there.
Speaking of the anniversary, how are you two celebrating this amazing milestone?
Oh, one heck of a milestone. 4 years? That's like enough to get a bachelor's degree. I mean, I'm gonna celebrate my graduation from Genshin Impact University. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about you guys. What about you, Sarah?
That's amazing. I haven't planned anything specific yet, but I'm sure I'll play more Genshin Impact as usual. Come on, you've been in this game since the beginning.
You should see your twin, Sarah.
Nothing? No, listen. I've been looking for him for 4 long years, okay?
So, I mean, listen. So, Crystal, you mentioned that you're gonna graduate. I think I'm gonna enroll in grad school so I can stay here for as long as I can.
Yes,
I'm enjoying my
for sure.
time.
Because that's the best move. Get that PhD.
Yeah.
Get that postdoc.
I am very much a person that is motivated by sweet little treat culture, and so I just want to know when my next sweet little treat's gonna be. And I think I want to indulge in a cake. I want to get one of the Genshin Impact birthday cakes that they send you on your birthday. It's been 4 years of looking at them, and I want one.
Yeah. Oh my God! About time.
Anyway, let's go ahead and turn to our guests and see what they have to say about this momentous occasion.
Yay!
Happy anniversary, Genshin Impact! I'm so humbled to be part of such a vast world and talented cast. When I auditioned for Chiori, I felt such a connection to her inner strength as a fellow AFAB business owner who is often told they are intimidating, who was discouraged at the beginning of their career, and who has big aspirations. Throughout the recording, Chiori has continued to inspire me through her bold and individualistic style, and I hope to have brought a bit of me to you all through her.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Wait, that's
I
lovely.
love that.
I love Brittany.
That is so great.
That's an amazing answer. I really love how, like, Genshin Impact shows a lot of really strong women, you know? Like, a business owner as, like, being one of such example. That's amazing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And I feel like a lot of us do feel such connections to our characters, and that's partially what I think, you know, like, helps us
really connect,
bring them to life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a lot like Lumine because I also have a twin brother in real life.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's one of the reasons that recording
anywhere.
for the We Are Reunited quest is like so special and emotional for me. Honestly, I've gotten teary-eyed basically every single time we've recorded Ether and Lumine getting to be together again because I really cannot imagine how horrible it would be to be separated from my twin brother. It just like makes me so emotional.
Oh no!
So it's one of the reasons that when our amazing director was giving me direction for the opening cutscene where they get separated, it actually made me cry.
Oh,
the end.
I love to laugh, if you could tell. And I love to laugh as Farina, especially. Some of my favorite booth moments involve doing her variety of laughs. I also kept cracking up later on when she's directing and shouts, "Action!" I had so much fun doing those in a variety of ways, and I'm so happy the team liked the variety and even some of the sillier ones. You know the ones. On the other side of the spectrum, one of my favorite scenes I got to do was when Farina was on stage, reliving all those different moments from her past up to the current day. I'm not joking when I say I couldn't stop crying in the booth while recording those. Legit. Tears for days.
Oh. That's a lot of tears today. That's a lot of...
Oh my gosh. I know. I guess everyone's talking about things that made them emotional.
Right. gosh.
I'm just like, I'm gonna keep saying this because I love so much of our cast, but I'm like, I love Amber, and
She's
also, like,
amazing.
it's very true. Like, she does love to laugh. She's a close friend of mine, and I can confirm that. So I feel like Farina was just made for her.
Right, and it's like the way that a lot of people match up with their characters and relate so well, it's one of the most incredible things. And like seriously, Farina has some of the cutest laughs ever.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. I mean, back to the question though. What about you, Jenny?
Okay, so, I mean, my first job when I moved out to LA was actually being a pyrotechnician.
Wait, no way. Are you serious?
That's amazing.
What?
I had such a blast, pun fully intended, by the way, at that job, and it really helped shape who I am. And I honestly feel like Yoimi and I were kind of meant for each other. It definitely feels like fate. Our similarities even like go beyond working with fireworks too. Yoimi and I are extremely bubbly and very talkative, as you guys have probably picked up on by now.
And
However,
we love
I think,
you both for it.
Thank you. However, I think the most meaningful similarity is the love we both feel for our disabled fathers. My father has since passed, but I grew up as the primary caretaker for my father who had Alzheimer's. So seeing Yoimiya interact and help her father really struck a chord with me. I'm getting a little bit choked up. I love her so much. Yoimiya honestly means more to me than I could ever properly articulate. I've met so many friends, like present company included, because of this opportunity that I've gotten to voice her, including her Japanese voice actor, who I got to meet last year, and she was so, so lovely.
Oh, amazing. Oh my gosh.
And I've also just seen so much of the world through conventions.
Yeah.
It's such an unbelievable honor to lend my voice to Yoimiya, who's who's a character that just brings joy to so many people all over the world.
You do such a beautiful job of it too.
Thank you.
When I was cast as Venti, I was like, yay! I'm so excited to be a bard because I love singing. Yay! So for the Vine Lesa Fest, Venti keeps talking about how he's rehearsing this big song and that he's going to perform it at the end of the event, and he keeps saying the word song. So when we got to that final performance, I was like, hey, just for funsies, since we're running ahead of schedule, can I do a version where I sing at the end just for fun? And the team was like, sure, if you can come up with a tune really quick, we can do it just for fun. So I went on break for like 5 minutes and came back with a little tune for the lyrics and then recorded it in one take. It was super fun, but I didn't expect them to actually use it in the game because, like I've said 5,000 times, it was just for fun. And so when the event came out and people started excitingly tagging me in posts about Venti singing, I was so shocked and so excited. Oh my gosh. And it was just so sweet to see how much Venti singing meant to the fans. Like, the reactions were so heartwarming, and I was so happy. I'd love to sing in the game for another event sometime, but I'm also happy to go back to his pretty poetry too. I'm just really happy that I got to sing at least once in the game.
Wait, what? That's
my
incredible.
gosh.
She just came up with the tune, like
Yes.
spontaneously, just there.
Right on the spot.
That's
I love
talented
it.
Erica for you. I mean,
I
like,
know,
listen.
I know.
Girl,
And like,
the
I don't
talent is
know
off the charts.
if y'all have heard the Venti song from that event, but it is so good. Erica did such an amazing job.
That's incredible. One take,
She's so
5 minutes.
stinking talented. She really is.
She's so talented.
That's crazy.
I know, I know.
Oh my
Well, okay, so
gosh.
we've been hearing about how all these people feel like a connection to their character, and I was wondering, Crystal, if you have
Oh!
an answer to that.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, juicy.
I mean, yeah, no, I think one of the things that really brought me so close to Cloran was when I found out she was a secret nerd. Like, the second I found out she plays tabletop and like plays tabletop with her friends, like Navia, and I was like, that's crazy, because I walked in and everyone on the call was like, hey, so I don't know if you know about tabletop or like, certain games involving tabletop. And I was like, are you kidding me? I live for that stuff. I love it so much. And so to be able to bring that side to her was just so incredibly fun. And I loved connecting with how much she she's secretly super, super friendly. Like, you don't expect it when you meet her. She's like super stoic and like down to business, but secretly she's just out here loving her friends and like supporting people. And yeah, I don't know. I loved that aspect of her. She really came alive when I found that much more about her personal life beyond her role in the court. It was so much fun. And
that's so cute. I love
her
that.
so much. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's been so great to hear from all these different actors. I've loved this. This is great.
This is
so
really
much fun.
I know. I love hearing about how everyone connected, like, personally. It's like that little backstage glimpse that you don't usually get.
A little peek behind the curtain, if you will.
Exactly. Yes. And I still can't believe it's been 4 years. It feels like no time at all has passed somehow. Like, and also all the time has passed. Like, time,
it's so surreal. It really
is. Who knows?
Well,
oh my
hey.
gosh.
I mean,
well, this has been great. I've had so much fun with y'all today.
Same. And I can't wait for the next. So, I mean, hey, everyone, stay tuned for more. And happy anniversary, travelers.
Yes,
stay
happy
tuned.
anniversary.
Woo!
Hello, everybody. This is Alejandro Saab, voice of Sino, and thanks for tuning in to Tevet Talks.
Hey everyone, Joe Zija, voice of Risley here, wishing everybody a happy Genshin Impact 4-year anniversary.
Yeah, same. Dude, I can't believe it's been 4 years. Oh my gosh. I remember when the game first started and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And now I'm like, I know a little bit of what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't think I've even reached a little bit. I think like when I stream the game, it's mostly entertaining because I don't know what I'm doing at all. But it's been awesome to get to know the fan base and the game, and it's just this Genshin Impact has become this whole massive world. Like, who could have imagined?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so I totally get it. So, without further delay, let's check out what our voice actors have to say about this landmark occasion in our journey.
Hi, I'm Erin Yvette, the English voice of the Knave, aka Arlecchino. Oh, aka Father. We've recorded many Arlecchino scenes over the years that I am really quite fond of, but I think the ones that I recall most warmly are those that explored her moments of vulnerability and chilly tenderness, particularly in those few intimate moments with her children or with Clairvy. I knew we made something special while in the booth, but oh boy. Watching the finished sequences with all the other actors' performances in there instantly made me so proud to be a part of this cast. And yes, it's also quite fun to play her viciously cool and aloof yet badass sides too. So thank you all for letting me be a small piece of this huge narrative adventure, and for being such an incredible and welcoming community. Congrats on 4 amazing years, Genshin. Here's to many more.
Man, Arlecchino is so cool, and I absolutely adored that story. It was dark, and it was just sad at times. But you know, a lot of work goes into building the voices for these characters, you know?
Yeah, and sometimes like you don't know what the work's gonna be until you get there. One of my favorite lines of Risley's is, if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. And a lot of people don't know that it's one of the first scenes we ever did in the booth. And I remember thinking like, whoa, this guy's like rough. He's a prison warden, he's over here saying he's above the law. Okay, I guess, you know, we'll play him tough, right? We'll play him really rough. And it turned out that he was this really intelligent, respectable, even like kind man. Yeah. And so I just had to take that toughness that was, you know, kind of right out the gate and then apply it to his otherwise really formal language. He speaks really intelligently. But he's also got this kind of like blue-collar spirit that makes for a super interesting mix. It was just one of those fun experiments in character development on the fly.
Yeah, moments like that are absolutely awesome, especially when portraying these characters that have so many layers and so many dimensions. I mean, in Sino's second story, we got to see so many layers of Sino, you know? We're so used to him being nice to his friends after so many patches in Genshin Impact, you know? Like, he's like, oh, let's play Genius Invocation TCG. Here's a random joke. But it's cool that we finally got to, you know, a nice reminder that he's still the general Mahamatra.
Yeah, and like all of us have our own little stories about how we came to it, and they're all really unique. So let's see how some others spent their time behind the mic for this.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations on 4 years, you cute people. I mean, wow, I have been part of the incredible Genshin Impact universe for almost exactly a year now, and let me just say, I was instantly hooked. From the talented team at MiHoYo and our voice directors to the hardworking studio crew and the players around the globe, there is such an incredible energy tying us all together. When we started our records and I dove into Navia's emotional roller coaster of a backstory, I knew that this game was something special. I mean, Malus and Silver still make me tear up just thinking about them.
Oh, man. Silver and Malus. I miss those guys. They were so cool. They were funny, but man, good times.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him. I haven't gotten to that part of the game yet, so before we get into any spoilers, let's hear from Amber and Stephanie.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the 4-year anniversary! This year has been the most exciting for me because I get to be a part of a game that transcends not only story and beauty, but also a great community of players. Emily was such a fun character to play. She's calm during stressful or terrifying situations, yet gentle when it's called for. She can read the room and sniff problems out pretty quickly, too. I knew she had to be mature enough to have the smarts and kind enough to care for others. Her character impressed me every day in the studio. When I found out which character I was to play and her impact in the game, I was on a break in studio and the engineer told me Emily was the main character for this update. Initially, I didn't understand, but then once we recorded more and more, it hit me. I am now part of the Genshin Impact family, which is pretty awesome. It is a true honor. Thank you for having me.
I still can't believe I've been in the game for nearly 4 years. It's wild to think that I started as Cloud Retainer the NPC, but I am so proud of getting to play her. Not only is she a character that has helped me stretch my own vocal range, but she's also so full of life and mystery and so unintentionally hilarious. I started playing her as the mysterious and not so kind Adeptus, as we all know. And every time I would return for events, I'd get to give insight into other beloved characters through some pretty funny quips or some deeply sad backstories. So when I was asked to give her life as the playable Shen Yun, one was over the moon. I mean, with her human form, I would be able to share her softer side, the side that we've only had glimpses of. So one was really loving getting to play the funny, soft, strong, and intelligent, sassy, and loving character that she is. I mean, she is the type of character that has made Genshin Impact so special for so many people throughout the years. So, thank you so much for asking me to be her, and happy 4-year anniversary, Genshin Impact.
Aw. I'm a nerd for this game. I love Genshin Impact, and just hearing so many people and all of the actors in this cast just be so excited about it, I'm not gonna lie, it made me tear up a little, and I know that folks are gonna be like, no, you didn't, and I'm like, man, it just makes my heart all warm.
Let the man cry. Like, come on, let him feel a little bit. One of the things, like the through line here for me is how we have this thing called Genshin Impact, or any story, really, and all we're hearing from actors is that how it evolved, right? Like no one knows what shape it's going to take. You just release this thing into the world, and then the collaborative efforts of all these people kind of morph and change, and it's developed so organically. It's really, really cool, like a living, breathing organism, but it's just art.
Yeah. And I'm just so honored that I get to be a part of this, of the English cast with you and everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, that's a wrap on Teyvat Talks. Thanks for tuning in.
These 4 years of Genshin Impact have been amazing, and the adventure continues on.